Hey folks, happy Catter Alright, so I was gonna go over the 5-star stuff today on Grak's list here. And I'm just gonna go over this quick. So if you watched the 3 and 4-star video that I did last week, you'd recognize this little legend here. But for anybody that didn't and is going to watch the 5-star video, this is how it goes. So offense score, he does a defense score, he does a war machine score. He does also stats just on the special ability. So this is just a reading of the card. So this isn't a combination with any other hero or the weapon combinations that you can do. And a rating based on single player, so like rating, and then how useful they are on the map and events. And then he does a speed calculation too. Alright, so let's flip over to the 5 stars here. And there's also that he does an emblem path, which I didn't really pay attention to, so where he does defense, attack, or health. And I stick to the same thing, where if it's a healer, I basically go defenses and health, and if it's an attacker, I go health and, attack and defenses. I prefer defenses myself for that, but yeah, it's kind of neat that he did the emblem path as well. So this takes a lot of work, and that's the player right there, Grak. And he started doing this a long time ago, so it's nice that he shares this with the community. Alright, so let's go over the 5 stars. These are the vanilla ones. And I do agree with a lot of the ratings, but I think there's some combinations you can make that are pretty freaking sweet. So I don't have an Anastasia still in my main account, but I have her in my alt account, and she's one of the stronger ones, so she's definitely worth leveling. Now, Bianchi is a B-, and a lot of people won't give her a chance because she's slow. She makes some pretty good combinations, though, especially, like, Logan and Bianchi make a good combination because he does the attack up, right, and then you can hit with her. And she has a devastating hit, even though she's slow. And then she does attack down on the enemy. So there's some good synergy there for sure. Lillian's a nice, quick sniper. Maverick, I haven't actually used him a lot. I actually prefer Lillian. And I think that's only because I have Logan and Chill and Visor. So I kind of have 2 multi-hitters, AoE hitters that hit 3, and then I got a couple of snipers in there. So that's my usual blue stack. So I can't say that I've used Maverick a heck of a lot. So, and honestly, I'd still be using Bianchi if I hadn't landed Chill in that stack, because I was using Bianchi at one time. So Adedi, nice quick sniper again. Crockett, great for war machines. I still don't have a copy of him and would like one in either account at this point, but he won't pop out of my training schools for me. I think he would probably be a good combination on the war machine with Emma and Blunderbutt too. Just have that extra attack up that stacks on top of Blunderbutt's specials. Probably pretty devastating sometimes when you get the tiles. Dasha, I don't think people really give her a chance either because she's slow, and like, I think most people would probably prefer to level up double Emmas rather than a Dasha or a Powell. Powell you don't see too much. God, he's annoying though. He can be so annoying with specific combinations. Especially because he does the self-heal, and then if you've got other healers on the team, like, the guys can be hard to kill. It's quite annoying. So you look at some of the stats, though, you can see the ones that he's rated higher for war machines and that, and defense and that, and offense. Like, obviously, Crockett, he's got 4.5 on offense there. He's made to be a War Machine hitter, and so he's useful for events and that too. And he'd have, because of the special he has a lot of good synergy with other heroes as well. And then on offense, you got Sure Shot at a 4.5. Hey, that's pretty good. I didn't actually think he would rate her that high, a B+. Because she's got a devastating hit too, like Bianchi, and the fact that I really like her in my alt account, because it's such a devastating hit, and I had a bunch of emblems for her. She's pretty strong, and then of course she does the charge stealing, which is amazing. So I'm not surprised to see Coyote at a 5 on offense and defense. 4.5 on War Machine? Yeah, like, I mean, the higher War Machines where you need a healer to keep your team alive, sure. If you're hitting lower War Machines, though, I really wouldn't take a healer in, personally. So, even 10-star War Machines, I hardly take a healer into those, either. The higher you go, though, like, we're hitting 13s and farmed and dangerous, so... pretty much have to take a healer in for those. So of course you want Mariachi Man. He's annoying as fuck. He's so annoying to fight sometimes, especially on defense. There's some good combinations out there, but like an El Coyote and a Nima combination, just shoot me now. Vigo, yeah, I'm not surprised he's a C. Again, he's got a devastating hit, but he's not, like, you see the War Machine there is only 2. Like, he's not a War Machine hitter, being that he's an AoE hitter that covers 5, right? So, Xavier, again, with the, pretty good for the charge stealing that he does, just like Sure Shot. Steals charge from 3. Mirage, the silencer, of course. Amazing. She's pretty crummy defenses, though, from what I recall. So she can kind of die easily. I tried using her at 480 a couple times, and I'm like, yeah, nope, this isn't going to happen. I'm going to wait until I could totally promote her. So she's much better at 5100. I haven't put, she's support, and I haven't put emblems on her because I have all my support emblems went to Jocasta and Nima, so I'd imagine she'd be quite devastating with some emblems on her, though. Haruto, yeah, so he's still certainly a viable tank on defense. He's one of the more used 5-star vanilla heroes that I see on defense, for sure. He really is. A lot of the teams now on defense have all the different event heroes, and he is one vanilla hero that you'll still see, because he's got pretty good stats. I think it's his defenses that are pretty good. And then you've got, so Grax got him rated right across the board as 4s and 4.5s, which doesn't surprise me, because his special is devastating too. So he's an all-around solid built hero for sure. Now A- for Marina. You don't see Marina much, but I really like her. I prefer the defenses down that's on her special. And she's slow charging, but a speed weapon does help her. And having that defense down sometimes is just so devastating. You get it in the right combination, and it's pretty awesome. Like for the green War Machines, you know, I take in Blunderbutt, and then Marina for the defenses down, and then I got Jocasta for a healer, and then I got Thrasher for attack up. Or sometimes Wildcat, because Wildcat goes off a lot. She's got a good devastating sniper hit. And then I take in Foxtrot or something like that in that combination. And by the time you hit with Marina and the defense is down, and you've got Blunderbutt's attack up in there, it can be hugely devastating. So I really like Marina personally. And then you got Thrasher there. He's about the same across as her as well. And then Wildcat, you got 2s across. Boy, he doesn't like Wildcat. Honestly, she's not a defensive hero. She really isn't. She's an easy takeout. She can be okay on a wing, though, of course, because she's just going to sit there and charge up really quickly and be able to hit 3 or 4 times, probably, throughout the battle, depending. So that's one neat little thing you can do with her on defense if she's your 5-star option. Not a bad placing to have her on the wing. Zidane, yeah, I mean, really? A+ rating when they gutted the character? No, I don't agree with that anymore. So when he was an AoE hitter that covered all 5, and then he did the charge speed up, little bit of heal, whatever, for all the team, he was so different. And I would agree with the A rating then. Like, he's terrible now, though. They completely neutered the character. It was awful when they nerfed him. So now he only covers 3. So he only hits 3, and then he only does the healing thing for his closest teammates there. So I don't agree with this at all. I don't take him in on the war machine. I hardly ever use him, and I have 2. I have 2 that I fully promoted, of course, way back, not realizing a nerf was coming, because SG are jerks about that. They nerf a character like Zidane that didn't need it. So that was very unfortunate. So I gotta say that he's nowhere near this 4.5 rating across the board anymore. Quite frankly, I think he's one of the worst reds now when it comes to the vanilla ones. Yep. And Haruto, I don't have a copy of in either account, but yeah. I rarely break out Zidane anymore, and I've got 2 of them sitting there doing sweet dick all most of the time now. Alright, so I like Hush. Her defense is kind of crap, though. I much prefer her over Kurgan. Kurgan's alright, though, like all around, kind of solidly built, not overwhelming special or anything, though, but solid. And Stinger, yep, definitely the best. Stone, he has his uses for sure, though. Now, he's an AoE hitter that covers all of them, so of course not going to be good for the war machine and that sort of thing. He is great in rush attack tourneys, though, because let your slow heroes shine, right? Those charge attack, I should say. Charge attack tourneys are where your slow heroes really shine, because they charge up so quickly that their hits are just overwhelmingly devastating. So that applies to the other ones too, like Bianchi and Dasha and Vigo. All those ones that are slow charging. Same with Marina. All of a sudden kick ass in these rush attack tourneys. So something to keep in mind if you do have him. And Min, yeah, he's kind of meh. There's some great yellow combinations out there, though, especially if you use them in combination with somebody like 8-Bit and Sniper, like Stinger or whatever, for the war machine. It's a fabulous combination, because you get the critical chance in there too, right, for the extra tile damage. So Min definitely has his uses. He really does. Alright, so let's go down into some of the event heroes now. Pantera. Nice, quick blue sniper. Defenses suck. But yeah, I'm not surprised he's rated an A. And he does defenses down to all colors that I think is written into special too. So pretty good there. Wolf's rated a B+, but you don't see him a heck of a lot. And he's decent for a green, for sure. And he takes the cake over somebody like Dasha and Powell. Obviously, there's a big difference there. And there'll be a big difference in stats, too, being that he's from the Grand Heist event. Challenge event, excuse me. But because there's some other overwhelming greens with Mortis, Hopper, that sort of thing, and people that still prefer like the second Emma, I don't think we'll ever see him a heck of a lot. But if you do have Wolf, he is decent all around. Another kind of solidly built hero, but not overwhelming or anything, but solid. And I'm sure would make some good combinations with some of these other heroes, like Hopper and Emma. Night Owl, she's a good one. She's a good one. You don't see her a heck of a lot anymore, though. I love that she laughs before she hits you. That's so typical. I'm just gonna laugh hilariously at you before I shoot you. Good all around, though. I don't, like, people used to, when she first came out, people were using her as tank, and she was pretty overwhelming, but now there's other built heroes to sort of counter her, and there's some really strong yellows out there, so you don't really see her as tank anymore, but she's not a bad flank or wing if you need to use her for defense. Ramhorn, I haven't fought him a heck of a lot, but the special seems really, really solid. So as you can see from the ratings that Grak gave, now he's an AoE hitter, is he not? Just like Night Owl? Can't remember how many he hits, but that's probably why the War Machine in green there's only 3.5. Naja, oh man, she's messed me up a couple times because she's super fast at charging. So people have put her as a flank or a wing. Well, good choice, because she's a dink that just charges up so quickly that she gets to hit a few times, and she's got a good sniper hit. Yes, she messed me up in war, the field aid wars we just had. There was a couple teams with Naja on it, and man, that was frustrating. Alright, so this next one, this is High Noon. Vasquez, I don't think you see him a lot, but he does have a devastating hit. I can't remember his speed for charging, though, but there's other blues that people seem to prefer over Vasquez, so we saw him a lot more when the event first came out, and he was kind of one of the better AoE hitting blues. Like, I think he still does a good amount of damage, like it's 190 or something, isn't it? And then of course he does the chance to miss, which is annoying. Not a good War Machine hitter, though. Of course he's got a 3 there because he's an AoE hitter, so I don't know that we'll ever really see him with some of the other blues out now, but he is a decent hero. Marigold, now, she does the defenses down to purple, so, and she's got a sniper hit, so I'd imagine War Machine is where most people would like to use her. And that makes her, because it's a defense down, have a good synergy with a lot of other heroes, so you can make quite the purple stack with Marigold, and Blunderbutt probably do quite the devastating hits on some yellow War Machines that way. Sunbeam, I'm not even sure, but they seem awesome. They seem really awesome. Again, I've had a couple teams where they've been the wing, and that seems to be a good spot because it was hard to get rid of them. Doc Colton, overpowered, needs a nerf. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, so I'm not surprised to see the A rating and the 5s there. Cooper, same. I don't think he's overpowered, though. Doc Colton is definitely overpowered at the moment. And if you're wondering, the ones highlighted in blue are healers. Or a healer type, support type, so that's why he's got them highlighted like that. So Doc Colton, that heal is just insane how much he does. So Cooper, good yellow sniper, makes a good wing for sure. Perla, used to be a good tank back in the day. You still see her, just not as often. In the right combinations, she's really hard to get rid of. And I've seen some people put her as wings on, or not wings, sorry, the flanks beside the tank. And if you've got a good solid tank, her and her damn trap minions can go off and protect the tank. So she's still a viable hero for sure. Richter, I honestly haven't had too much experience with him. I haven't seen him a lot. Crack's given him some pretty good stats here though. So I can't comment too much on that one. Coaster, I have some teammates that really, really like him. I have found some good combinations with him. Yeah, he's got a devastating hit. I think isn't he pretty slow charging though, so might be why you don't see him as much when you've got other faster charging ones like Night Owl and Ramhorn. So that might be why we don't see him too much. And then of course you got silencers like Mirage and the ones that steal charging like Dr. Xavier there. So might be why you don't see Coaster too much. Brock has some really good combinations out there for his special, so I think he's more offensively based though, but I know he can be an annoying wing as well. I just think his special is more offensive built, but maybe that's just me. Whipster, haven't seen her too much either, but I have teammates that do like her quite a bit. And there's so many overwhelming yellows though that are so strong. Like it's got to be the strongest color in the game, so I don't know how much she'll come into play. But yeah, the ones that I do know have her really like her. Okay, so Face Off. This is Face Off, Ithaca and Blair. They are from the seasonal. The last ones we just did, Perla, Richter, Coaster, Brock, Whipster. They are from the Raiders challenge event. So those are the 3 challenge events we have. And now we're getting into, this is seasonal. So this is October coming up. We'll see these heroes again. Face Off is still a good viable event hero. He's got a good hit and he charges up pretty quick from what I remember. So Ithaca is, or I don't even know if that's how you say it, but you don't see her too much. I'm surprised she's a B, to be honest. I've never had a problem getting rid of her when I have seen her on defenses, so, huh. And he has her rated low at 3 for the offense, too. Yeah. I don't know, her special's kind of a little bit underwhelming, I feel. Yeah, it's probably why we don't see her too much. Blair, not a bad hit. Not a bad hit at all, but there's also been some other reds that have come out that have kind of overshadowed her, I think. Because I don't think she's a bad sniper, personally. And the reds have so many AoE hitters that she was one of the first snipers, but now, like, there's Sunbeam and there's Naja, so there's a few others out there now. So probably won't see her a heck of a lot on defenses, I wouldn't think. Alright, Quilla. So this is Quiller Krampus Rudolph are from Christmas time. Now, Quilla you don't see a lot of. She's rated B. I don't think she's really a fan favorite though, when there's other blues out there that people have leveled. So I've seen her as wing though on a few teams. Doesn't seem to be too bad in that spot, but kind of an underwhelming special, I think, which doesn't help her. So Krampus, of course, he's an A. Thank God there's some strong yellows to counter that jerk. His special was so overwhelmingly devastating when they first released it because it was way too high a damage. Like, he was just wiping out teams. He was a one-man monster to face. It was really ridiculous. So even though they nerfed him, he's still a viable hero. Not really a War Machine fighter necessarily, mean that he's an AoE hitter, but yeah, still good. And it's funny because Rudolph is an AoE hitter too, but he gets a 5 on the War Machine, according to Grack, on 5 on offense because he does that defenses down to red. So anytime, of course, Blunderbutt and him. on the War Machine. Anytime you get a green War Machine, that's just a great combination. Rudolph and Blunderbutt. That defense is down to red. So, of course, if I had Rudolph, I wouldn't take in Marina on the War Machine, but I don't have Rudolph, so that's okay. Yeah, so good hero if you got him. Lepus seems to be fairly decent from what I've seen. I'm surprised the scores are so low for some of that. I've had problems with him when I've faced him on defenses. So I can't believe that's a 3, to be honest. He's kind of been a jerk to face on defenses. For me, anyway. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but hair wears to silencer, so yeah, silence is golden. Definitely worth it. Bunny Hop, I don't see, that's an A rating, really. I don't have a problem getting rid of her whenever I've faced her. Coney, I honestly haven't faced a heck of a lot. I've seen people put her on as a wing. Seems to be okay there. And Pika, she's the one that I think probably a lot of people would want from that event. Being the healer that she is. Now, I just did, these are the summer heroes, and I just did kind of a rundown of them in a different video. So I'm not gonna run down these guys. I kind of did a card reading in another video. And to be quite honest, a lot of the specials are underwhelming. And I have Hannah Lee fully leveled. I'll do a breakdown of her. Generally speaking, though, these guys have all been underwhelming as heroes. So I'm surprised they didn't kind of buff some of the specials. Wade probably... Wade's the 5-star purple guy in the straw hat. I think he's about the only one that's really given me any kind of a run for my money when I faced him on defense. And he's only got a 3.5. So, yeah, not much to say about those heroes, unfortunately, because they're kind of underwhelming specials. Copeland. Now, I'm surprised you don't see him more. He's decent, and I got a few emblems on him, and I like him. But then again, there's Panzer from the same event, who is built as a tank with a Tot special, which is just annoying as fuck sometimes. Well, there you go. He's got a 5 on defense, according to this list, so... not surprising that you see lots of Panzers still, rather than Copeland's, so... And I think Copeland's kind of outshone by some of the other blues, so... Alright, Vincent, not a bad green sniper. I'm pretty sure he's a sniper, right? He just hits one, yeah. Von Hagen, oh man, what a devastating hit he has. But I suppose that's why he's a C rating and so slow to charge up, because it actually is a very overwhelming special, but that would be the counterpoint to balance it. Because he would not do the amount of damage that he does if he was charging faster. So he's one of the slowest, if not the slowest, charging hero in the entire game, so... could probably find some good combinations, though, but yeah, that slow charge is kind of devastating where people won't bother to use the hero, but again, the counterpoint to balance out his overwhelming special. Viper is a B, that doesn't surprise me. He's faster charging. I haven't faced him a heck of a lot, though. Siegfried seems solid all around. Another solidly built hero, and then he gives himself a defensive buff too after he hits and an attack up, I think it is, so doesn't seem too bad as a purple to me. Talon, alright, so she's currently my tank in war because we're using purple tanks, and I put the combination on her, the bulldozer, so there's dodge on the weapon and then there's dodge in her special, so I think she was built to be more defensively, not offense-based hero, because I'm finding that I don't really choose her when I need a purple stack for something. When it's offense based. Like, I hardly ever take her in on the War Machine. Because that's the minion. By the time you wait for the minions to hit, you've chewed up a bunch of time on the clock, right? But he has her rated as a 4 for the War Machine, which is kind of surprising because I find that her special doesn't really jive with the damage that you want to do to the War Machine. So I'm looking for heroes like Umbra with the defenses down and that sort of thing. So she's a great hero, though. I think she's more built for defense, though, especially with the dodge built into her special. So that's what I use her for mostly. Alright, so Booster, Atomo, Quattro, Ridge Judge. These are Mechanoid Menace heroes. Right? No? I can't remember. Yeah, they are. Where's Verminous? I don't see Verminous on the list. Because he's a mech as well, is he not? So he should be in there. Verminous is obviously an A. So Booster's not a bad healer, not a bad blue hero. I think she's better than Anastasia for healing, personally. Plus she does that little minion thing. Atomo, there's great combinations that you can make with him, but to just, like, yeah, he's not a War Machine hitter. He gave him a 4.5 on defense, though. Suppose there are some good defensive synergies you can make where Atomo would have quite the devastating hit, but I've never had a problem getting rid of him. Quattro, I'm surprised he's an A, to be quite honest. Whenever I've faced him, I haven't had a problem getting rid of him. He seems to have a decent hit for a sniper, though, so. And then Ridge, just overwhelming. I'm surprised he's an A-. God, I always have problems with Ridge. The rush attack tourneys, charge attack tourneys, geez, he seems so overwhelming in those for some reason. I've been wiped out by him a few times in those tourneys. Judge has always been a great yellow sniper. So I'm not surprised he's 4.5 on offense and defense. He's only got a 3 for War Machine, though. That seems interesting because you can make a good combination with 8-bit in that. His hit would be all the more devastating on the War Machine. Alright, Shocker is one I haven't seen a heck of a lot of. Melter either. Melter seems overwhelming, though. I'm surprised I haven't seen him a little bit more, but then again, we still have Hoppers and Mortises, so they're the go-to ones I think most people are gonna put on defense. Breakthrough doesn't seem too bad. Breakthrough's given me some trouble. Barbed Wire, yeah, hate her. And there's I think there's some others missing from this too, because isn't there, oh, I can't think of her name, the one that had the one that's in the little flight suit thing. That's not Barbed Wire. Billy Bob, of course, he was built as a tank, so he's got a 5 on defense there. So that's the one I couldn't think of the other day in one of the videos I was doing. Alright, War Chest, totally overpowered, needs a nerf. Thunderclap, overpowered, needs a nerf. See, this is why you're not going to see some of the other blues like Copeland and Vasquez that are actually decent blues. But you've got War Chest and Thunderclap that are like one man and one woman wrecking teams here from season 2. So, and then you got Doodle, totally overpowered healer. Vinaya, great special on her. I'm not surprised at her rating across the board there. And even, you could take her in, even though she's slower charging for the War Machine, just like you could take in Chull, because their specials choke out other specials. So the War Machine's not going to be able to hit you. So quite frankly, I think that adds value to me, even though they're slower charging. You can always offset that with an energy drink, right? So I would, if I had Vinaya, she'd be going into all the blue War Machines with me, I tell you. Alright. Louise, you gotta stop it. Sorry, my cat keeps getting in the way now. Walker, oh my gosh, really high defenses, so he's good on defense. I've had lots of problems trying to get rid of him, actually, and Vinaya on defense. Mantis, I don't know, like, he kind of does have a devastating special, and I don't know that he needs a nerf, but I don't think he should be as fast charging as he is, but we'll see if they ever adjust that. Seems hella decent for offense, that's for sure. Sato, I know teammates that have him, they really like him. He's given me some issues on defenses where he hits quite fast. And Unicorn, oh god, she's overwhelming. Nerf! Some of them need to be adjusted, these Season 2 heroes, but they're not going to do it until the end after everybody's been released. See, Dragon Fist isn't on here too, so there are some that are missing from this 5-star list, because Dragon Fist is overwhelming as well. He's got an overwhelming special. Jeez Louise. He definitely is a nerf candidate. Alright, so Brutus, yeah, his special is overwhelming. This is Monster Island now that we've moved into. Jane Saw, just such a silly name. Them and their puns sometimes. I don't know too many people that use her. I know one of my teammates got her, but I don't think he's been able to level her very high yet to use her and see how she is. Barbie. Oh, Barbie. Yeah, this is the one that does not look like a Barbie. She's given me some problems on defense for sure. Trying to get rid of her. She's got an overwhelming special. That's good. Accent, haven't faced her too much. I've faced her on a couple teams that have had her as a wing, and she seemed to do good there. She seemed to usually hit me 2 or 3 times before I could get rid of her. So she must have a decent charge speed. And Jaguar, yeah, ridiculous. Same with Dr. Scorpion, because she's missing from the Season 2 list as well. Unless they're over here. Ha! There's some of them over here. Alright, here we go. So, Cassinia, we're going back to the Merc event now. Cassinia, obviously the Reviver, you want her. Yep, so offense, base. He's got a 5 straight across the board. Okay, that's not surprising. Verminous is probably the same then when I get to him. Delmar, good sniper. Absolutely good red sniper. Yeah, same with Digimon. I don't know how you say that. Giselle, don't see her too much anymore. You see the D-Man a heck of a lot more than Giselle. People seem to put both D-Mans. Hey, they both start with D. How about that? They seem to put those ones on wings. Because I think they must be faster charging, or at least a decent charge speed, because they have overwhelming hits that can just kill your hero off in no time when they're on defense. And both of them, when they've got emblems on them, are a bit stronger, and they're harder to get rid of. Actually, both those D-Mans from this damn Mark event give me problems. Alright, so there's Tremor. He's a go-to, because he's like Panzer. And he's from the mech event. And, yeah, built as a tank. Kind of like Panzer. So, Gearbox, haven't faced him at all yet. So I haven't seen that hero at all. I think he's the only one I haven't really seen. But besides, that one yellow one. That's insane. Can't remember the yellow one that I haven't seen yet. But yeah, so I can't really say anything about him. So Terminus, of course, Verminous, he sucks. Unless you have him on your team as the Reviver. So he's the preferred Reviver even over Cassinia now at this point. Tamika, again, another one like Billy Bob. Kind of meant to be a tank, and she's a counter-attacker that does hit, unlike Billy Bob. Billy Bob doesn't hit. He just throws corn, but not at you. So it doesn't do any damage. Scarlet, she's the other red one I was thinking of. I always have problems with her. She's the one in the flight suit. Oh, can't stand her. Ember, I haven't seen her too much, so I couldn't really say. Glitch, Wheels, yep, both decent. Glitch probably is the preferred one over Wheels. She's got a nice big hit for a red sniper. Jackie, haven't seen her too much, but I haven't had a problem getting rid of her. Dr. Scorpion, though, yeah, overwhelming. Dragon Fist, definitely overwhelming. God, Dragon Fist is overwhelming. And then we got Dark Skull, who's got a good special, too. Dark Skull's messed me up a couple times as well, so. Alright, and I think I'm going to cut it there, because I'm going to go over these Heroes of the Month a little bit separately, and there's another couple of sheets to what Grack does, so, but that covers all the 5-star vanilla heroes and all the 5-star event heroes. Alright folks, sorry it's a little bit longer than I meant it to be, but I will be back with the rest of it.